Hey, what's up guys? Matt here with Fix Anything Save Money. Today we are going to be showing you all of the features and how to use this DCA cordless power drill. This is model ADJZ2035. So yeah, we're just going to be showing you everything about this drill, and then we're going to be doing a quick demonstration, just drilling through a scrap 2x4 that I have. So we will dive right into this. So this drill is a brushed tool, meaning it has a brushed engine. So these tools are generally on the cheaper side. They're generally geared more towards homeowners rather than, contractors and professionals like that. And, that reflects in the price. You could pick this drill up on Amazon for like 35 bucks. And the thing that I really, really like about these affordable drills is a lot of them come with just a bunch of different accessories. Like you can see here, you get this driver bit set with this little extension. You get drill bits. Show you those. So you can see you get a bunch of different drill bits. And then they even give you this little flexible extension if you're in like a hard to reach spot. So that's what I really love about these little sets for a homeowner is you get, you don't just have to buy the drill and then go out and buy drill bits, driver bits, all that stuff. It all comes in one, and it also comes with the battery, which a lot of the more expensive tools surprisingly do not come with batteries. So this comes with a battery and a charger. So we'll show you the charger. And then to charge it, you just plug it into a wall and then plug this end directly into the battery, and it has a nice battery indicator light. So you can see we have a full battery. So this is one of the better deals that I found where you get all this stuff. So if you've picked this up and you're wondering how to use it, stick with me, I'm gonna show you. So we'll start off just showing you how to insert and remove the battery. So to install the battery, you're just gonna line up these grooves right here with these two grooves here and just push in until you hear a click. Okay. And then moving up the tool, you can see here we have our trigger. And we have our forward on this side. So when we press this side in, it's in forward. When we press this side in, it's in reverse. And then when we press it halfway between, you can see we kind of have it in the middle. That's going to lock it. So it prevents us from turning it on accidentally if we're transporting it or anything like that. I always recommend, just as a safety precaution, to just pull the battery whenever you're transporting it anyway, because then it definitely won't turn on if the battery's not in it. So this drill is a 2-speed. So you can see here, when this button is pressed back, we're in the first speed. And when it's pressed forward, we're in the second speed. You can see, you could hear the drill is going faster. And then this dial right here, this dial is what always confuses people. These are your torque settings. So you can see here we start at torque setting 1, and it goes all the way up to 18. And then, so the torque settings pretty much from 1 through 18, those are going to be primarily used if you are using these driver bits, and they're to prevent, the screws from stripping or applying too much torque to the screws. So if you want to set, a screw in gently, or you don't want to strip it out, you would use a lower torque setting, and that's going to max the drill out. It's going to shut it off if it hits that torque setting. Okay. And then the higher you go, that would be your max torque setting of 18. And then this would be what you would use for actually drilling. So the drill won't turn off then. Okay. So we kind of went through everything on this drill. You can see also when you pull the trigger, you get a nice little light for when you're working in dark areas. So that pretty much goes over all the features of this. Reach out if you have any questions on the torque settings. I could kind of go into that a little bit deeper, but the torque settings are mainly for, like I said, driving screws, driving any sort of fastener. That's what the torque settings would be used for. And then that little symbol right there is for drilling into wood, if you're using these bits. So now we're going to see just how powerful this drill is. I haven't actually, and we'll go over this keyless chuck too. So the keyless chuck, older drills had a keyed chuck or you would have to loosen it with a key. Now they make drills with keyless chucks, so you can see as you spin it this way, the chuck clamps down. And then as you rotate it this way, that chuck is going to open back up. So we're going to go ahead and use the biggest bit that they provide, which is a 3/8 bit. And we're going to put that in. So we're going to open our chuck up all the way to accept our bit. And then we're going to put our bit in like that. And then we're just going to tighten it down. And whenever you put a drill bit in, you always kind of just want to look at it from this angle and make sure that it's clamped around it securely. And a good practice is to remove the battery whenever you're, putting a drill bit in. You don't want it to turn on and cut your hand or anything like that. Okay, so to tighten it down all the way, you could just kind of hold this outer end and then just tighten it, and you can see it just kind of grips it real nice. And then if you want to loosen it back up, you just again go like that, loosen it up. Okay. So, we're going to test this all. We're going to see how well this chuck stays tight, because that's a common issue with a lot of drills, is the chuck will loosen up as you're drilling. So we'll see, how that works. Okay, so we'll put the battery in. We'll make sure our drill's in forward. And then we're just going to go over to our scrap 2x that we have clamped down in our vise. And we're just going to show you this. So we're going to be using that drill setting with our drill in forward and our 3/8 inch bit, just to see how this works. Okay, so you can see we went in pretty much probably about 3/4 of the way through this 2x4. So now we're just going to put it into reverse and we'll back it back out. And I'm actually pleasantly surprised with how well that just drilled into that 2x. The chuck did not come loose. So, I mean, this is probably one of the better drills that I've seen that's on the cheaper end, more scaled towards homeowners. And also a good way to tell if a tool is brushed. I told you this tool is a brushed tool. A good way to tell, if you pull the trigger, you could actually see the sparks going off in there, and that means that the tool is brushed. Brushless tools don't give off that spark because they don't have brushed motors, but brushed tools do. So that's a good way to tell if you have tools at home and you're wondering whether or not they're brushed or brushless. Really the main difference is brushless tools provide a little bit more power, more torque. They tend to last longer, but they're also a lot more expensive. Like my DeWalt brushless tool is a $160 tool, and it doesn't even come with the battery when you buy it. So, if you're a homeowner and you're going to be using this 4, 5, 6, even a dozen times a year, this is going to be plenty. It's going to be all that you need to do whatever repairs you're doing around the house or whatever. This is going to be plenty good for you. So I'm going to put a link on where you could pick this up in the description and in the comments. Those are going to be affiliate links, and I do earn a commission. It doesn't cost you any more to buy it through that link, but it is a really good way to show your support of the channel. It helps me create more videos and more content for you guys. Oh, and then the last thing we'll show you, it also comes with this little belt clip. So we'll show you how to put that on real quick. So you can see it comes with a little screw, and it even comes with another little driver. And I'm not sure if this is an actual belt clip or if it's just it looks like it's just the driver holder. So you can see here, there's a little slot right here. We're just gonna put this end into that little slot, and then just take a Phillips head screwdriver and tighten down that. And then you can see the little driver that they give you. You could just clip in here, and you could probably fit, no, it's pretty much just a bit holder. So that's a pretty nice little feature. A lot of these are actual, these are for belt clips, but this is just for a driver holder. So yeah, guys, make sure you reach out with any questions. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Otherwise, if you like this video, be sure to give it a like, and also be sure to subscribe to the channel. I have a ton of tool and DIY videos up on my channel, so be sure to check them out. And yeah, guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.